Fractional chairman of the All Progressive Congress APC in Rivers State, Tony Okocha, has denied reports circulating on social media claiming he has defected from the camp of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory FCT, Nyesom Wike, to align with Governor Seminalayi Fubara. The rumors have been circulating on Saturday after a photo appeared online showing Okocha seated alongside the chairman of Obiakpo local government area, Chijioke Inwo. The ongoing political crisis in Rivers State has caused a division among political figures cutting across party lines. While some have aligned with Fubara, others remain loyal to Wike. A small group of politicians has chosen to stay indifferent amid the passe. The circulating image led to speculation that Okocha, during his purported meeting with Iwuho, expressed intentions to join Governor Fubara's camp. However, in a statement issued on Sunday by his special assistant on media, Vincent Bosi, Okocha dismissed the claims, describing them as cheap and infantile propaganda sponsored by political neotypes and promoted by their clueless followers on social media. He further stated that the image in question was manipulated, urging the public to disregard the rumors. The statement reads, "The purveyors of the allegation cooked up a story with a photoshopped picture of Sir Chief Tony C. Okocha, DSSS JP, the chairman of the All Progressive Congress APC in Rivers State, who also doubles as a Rivers State representative in the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC. In their state of hallucination and confusion, these clueless fellows, who are obviously bereft of ideas, stated that Sir Chief Tony C. Okocha paid a courtesy visit to Honorable Chijioke Inwo, the executive chairman of Obiakpo local government area. Ordinarily, we wouldn't have bothered dignifying the fake and misleading piece of trash with a response, but for the sake of the unsuspecting reading members of the public, especially the gullible ones. In the light of the above, we wish to clearly state that the reputation and good image of Chief Sir Tony C. Okocha, DSSRS JP, the chairman of the APC in Rivers State, and the Rivers State representative in the NDDC to disrepute. It is actually dead on arrival. It is clueless, unthinkable, unimaginable, inconceivable, and demeaning for anyone in his or her right senses to come up with the concussion that Sir Chief Tony C. Okocha, DSSRS-JP, will pay a courtesy visit to Honorable Chijioke Inwo, a well-known political neophyte, for any reason whatsoever. Sir Chief Tony C. Okocha is a man of character, and with his pedigree and towering credentials, it is understandable for toddlers like Chijioke Inwo and his likes to want to gain cheap attention by mentioning his name in their wishful thinking. The general public is therefore advised to disregard this complete misinformation as it is not true. It is totally false, as it's never happened and will never happen. Mr. Momo, what are your thoughts on this story?
First, I think we are taking politics of bitterness too far. Let's even assume, just for the sake of this conversation, that it was even true that he paid him a visit. Why should he not pay him a visit? I think before politics, there is life.
Right.
People related. APC is just about 13 years. Inflation, just about 13 years. I think it was created in 2014. And are you saying that these people, before politics, APC and PDP and others came into existence? I think that let us first appreciate ourselves as human beings before we now begin. I might disagree with you. I might hate the political party that you belong. But I should not hate you as a person. I should not be seen to say that if I associate myself with you, it then means that I am now coming to associate with the political party. No. People should be free to hold different views. People should be free to associate with whoever they want to associate themselves with. But I think also, when I first read or saw the headline, certain things came to my mind. Was that one, the said person that he associated with, Chijioke, is a member of the APP party in Rivers State. Is it I will remember as we continue the conversation. He's not a member of the PDP. There is a chairman in Rivers State to Obiakpo local government. Okay, does it then mean that if Tony Okocha, who is the chairman of the APC, wants to join the camp of Fubara, would he have gone to a party that is not PDP? And beside, the clearly persons that he supported the Martin Amehule's faction. Why are we not saying that he wants to join the PDP? He romanced with them many a time. They had paid him a visit at home. He has visited them. He has visited the minister of the FCT. Why are we not saying that Tony Okocha wanted
by such relations he wants
to go to? You see, I think that is this division that we have so created among ourselves that even in the marketplace, people are afraid to relate to themselves because of difference of political party. It should never happen. And in that response, yes, he has responded to say that these pictures were just AI generated. But the response for me, the tone of the response.
Did it sound classic?
It sounded like, look, if I shake with you, I'm dead. I'm a dead person. That's what I'm trying to bring out. It should never be so.
Do you think he was sounding like if he associates with him, he's dead, or like they were not in the same social pedigree, as it were, as in relation to, the constant mention of the NDDC, the constant mention of, being the chairman? Do you think that was rather in saying that we are not in the same social strata, that I will come and sit with you in a place, rather than, if I deal with you as a person, I'm dead?
No, you see, first, let me even say this. I came from a royal family in Edo State. The royal father today in Edo State paid visit to a chairman. In every status, they are not mates, they are not equal. It doesn't matter who paid each other a visit. But as it stands today, regardless of age, regardless of whatever that you have acquired in life, the man who is the chairman of Obiakpo local government is Chijioke Huon. You might not like him. You might not be in the same political camp. But as far as Obiakpo local government is concerned today, is regarded as the first citizen. Is the chairman of that local government. And so, it doesn't matter whether he paid you a visit or you paid him a visit. If he pays you a visit, what it invariably means is that Obiakpo paid you a visit. It's not in his capacity as a person. He represented everything called Obiakpo local government.
Right.
And so, it is demeaning to say, are you saying Bola Tinubu is the oldest person in Nigeria? No. There are people who are older than him. Age-wise, education, including achievement in life. But as he stands today, he's the president of Nigeria. His words is a law. If he says nobody goes out today, nobody goes out, regardless of your age. And so what I'm saying is that let us not put bitterness, because the tone of that response, see, I wouldn't go there, I have nothing to do there, I have nothing with Chijioke, Ehun, and all of that. It ends there. But the idea to then say, oh, you are former chief of staff of Rivers State government, you are former this, you are former, come on. Today, Chijioke is the chairman. But whoever would do that malicious publication, I think that is something he also needed to address, probably in the law court or something. But we should not in any way put bitterness. You see, the Constitution made it so clear that we all have freedom to associate. Freedom to do some of these things. But it is only in Rivers State. In Lagos State, for example, where I grew up from, the PDP, the APC and all, they all associate. In fact, they go, you see them in marriages together, you see them in ceremonies together. Nobody come to kill the other person because they saw him sitting and whining, dining and whining with the other person. It is only in Rivers State that our difference in political parties.
You know, in Rivers State, most of the time they've always had the APC ruling, so it's not sort of like a continuation.
No, PDP. From 1999, it has been Odili PDP, Amici PDP until.
I mean, in Lagos State.
Yes, it doesn't matter. In Lagos State, it has all been APC.
Right.
But you have had people in the PDP. The major opposition then was PDP. Yeah. You have had them grace occasions together. You have had them have a places where they go and it's public knowledge. But I think the hatred and bitterness that we put ahead of politics here, politics is just political parties are just platform to be able to acquire power.
Right.
And in turn give dividends of that power to the people. But we have not made it that, for example, if I associate myself, for example, say with the camp of the governor of Rivers State, then some people will begin to write meaning to what that, oh, we saw Daniel there, or probably he has gone to take contract, or probably is going to defect, and all of that. It should never, never be so.
Do you think that has become a repeated or pertinent story because that is usually what has happened over time?
Yes, you see, and that is why leaders must come out to say, even though there are political differences, we are all people from Rivers State. So Rivers State comes first,
right, before
all this politics of bitterness. Yes, people are allowed to disagree. People are allowed to have these contests about political party. It's about the fact that we want to be in the bricks house. Others want to be there. But once an election is gone, election is gone. Now, what remains is governance and then the opposition. But it doesn't mean that when we step out of our offices, it doesn't mean that we should not meet at the club, we should not be able to relate in the marketplaces, relate in our social life. But in Rivers State, for example, in my state, Edo State, there was a time that Adams Oshomole handed over the reign of governance to Obaseki. It was also similar to what we have in Rivers State. He single-handedly put Obaseki there. There was a disagreement, everybody went their way. Obaseki even left the APC and decamped to the PDP. Once they had an event to celebrate Edo State, Adams Oshomole was invited to the program. So what does that tell you? Yes, we have politics of different ideology and others, but Edo State comes first. We are all members of this state. Right. These states take precedent. This state is the main focus. Our differences is secondary.
Right. Did Oshomole show up for that event?
Yes, he came.
Now, why do you think it's different in Rivers State? Why do you think the crux of the polity is quite different?
No, you see, I had the privilege when I was here once, and I said something. I said, where you see elders are quiet or are just not there, the crisis will so snowball to the extent that people who are looking at these other persons as their mentor begin to take the shape of what those people did. And history has said that they will do worse. If I see that a governor of a state, once he disagrees with you, the next thing he takes bulldozer and bulldoze your house, people are watching. The people who take over from you might be more wicked than what you think. In Edo State, there was a serious crisis because we had PDP ruling for almost about 12 years. And it was a court that brought in Adams Oshomole. And it became a heavy crisis in Edo State. But the Oba of Benin, the then Mr. Fixit, they called Mr. Fixit Chief Tony Anini of blessed memory, who was then the Mr. Fixit for the PDP. There was a serious crisis in Edo State, same way like this. But the Oba of Benin called Oshomole and called Chief Tony Anini. What they had in that conversation, I don't know till today. But after that meeting, every crisis regarding this one antagonizing this replying that died off. APC went their businesses, PDP went their businesses till today. Wow. And so, in a state like this, you have had where people ordinarily that will say these are elders of the state that will call these parties together.
Why
had either taken no, they took side. What we are seeing here, for example, I advocated in your radio station the time I was there, and I did advocate that. I expected that the elders should speak up. This crisis would consume all of us. This crisis will slow down governance. And when the elders started speaking, because I take Odili as one elder, because most of the actors of today are either his boys or the boys of his boys. Wike was a boy to Amici. Amici is a boy to Odili. And I expected that Odili should speak up. That was what I said then. But what we now saw was that Odili speaking up is Odili taking side with the current governor. And I think that would not make the crisis for them to be able to resolve those crises. But what I'm saying is that from what Tony Okocha is saying, is that the tone of his response is like saying it would never happen. Why? Why would it not happen? Remember, Tony Okocha is from Obiakwa local government. Yes, Tony Okocha is from Obiakwa local government. Right. And by virtue of Chijioke's position as the chairman, Chijioke is more of a first citizen of Obiakwa local government than Tony Okocha. Regardless of his age, regardless of their difference, regardless of what Tony Okocha has achieved. Yeah. But as it stands today, Chijioke is the first citizen of Obiakwa local government.